only in America, only in Trump America, do over 100 people go missing from a flood. We're not talking about a hurricane. We're not talking about tornadoes. We are talking about a flood. This happened because Donald Trump and Elon Musk decided to lay off a lot of the staff that predicts the weather, that read the equipment that gives us an accurate, most accurate weather, reading. And they decided to cut all of the people from out of the job. So now this is where we are. People are missing. People are dying. He's talking about cutting FEMA. They already cut Medicaid, Medicare, EBT just recently with a big horrible bill. For some reason though, it's just he goes out there and he blames everything on Joe Biden for everything that he actually did. The MAGA movement and the Republican Party does not care about the everyday person. Well, it's bigger than that for me. While these people are missing and while these kids were missing and assumed dead, the kids go to summer camp, don't come home over a flood. In 2025, a flood. So, where's Donald Trump? He's out playing golf. He's out telling more lies. He's out in front of somebody else's camera. He doesn't care about what they got going on. It doesn't matter to him. All Trump cares about is money. Just money, I think. I don't even think he cares about his wife. I don't think he cares about his kids. I think that if it came down to losing his fortune or saving one of his loved ones, he would choose the fortune. He cares about money. He doesn't care about people. Somehow he was able to convince people that he cared about the people. Somehow he was able to convince people that. But the reality is he cares nothing about people. He only cares about money. We're going to pray for those people that went missing in the flood. It's a shame what's happening to our country. Hopefully, something, I don't know, somewhere, something happens because I live in Florida. And I don't want to, see what could happen with these hurricanes without being able to predict them. It was a lot of times I've seen people get out last minute, was able to get out last minute because of, enough warning to know that something was coming and it was time to get out. But you got Donald Trump and this MAGA who wants to cut all of the working people jobs and give all the money to the people at the top and make everybody rich. The people that's already rich, he wants to make them richer. And he wants everyone else to suffer. And he don't care about people's lives and dreams. And he don't care about you. If you're at the middle class or if you're in the middle class or at the bottom, he does not care about you. All he cares about is money and how he can get more money. So he's willing to risk the lives of all of us. We're all expendable for Donald Trump. I guarantee you, if he had to choose himself over saving the whole world, he would choose self. I guarantee you, if it came down to him making a sacrifice to save this whole country, if it came down to someone wanting him to surrender, or we get hit with nukes, he would not surrender. He won't do it. He would let everybody die because he cares about no one. Now they're talking about a potential another run and no elections, no new elections. We got this alligator Alcatraz stuff going on where they're locking people in cages. They don't care about people. They're treating people like animals. They're treating people like slaves. They want more slaves. They want us to be the slaves again. They want the black people to be the slaves again. They want to get rid of Hispanic people. And they want to take the people that they call the lower class that's using Medicaid, Medicare, EBT, and all that, and they want them to be slaves. They want you to volunteer 80 hours a month to get $200 a month in EBT. Now tell me how is that fair to volunteer 80 hours in a month to receive $200 a month? What is that? Or if you want to go into 80 hours a month of volunteer work just to get the basic Medicaid, which is not going to cover everything. If you have a serious condition, you will be screwed. You will be dead. You will die in this country if you have a serious condition. I know. My sister died from having a serious condition in this country in Medicaid. She was working. She had a job. She went to work every day. She was a manager. But when she got ill in America, what they decided to do is basically terminate her and saying that was job abandonment because she was in the hospital for too long. Then they took the health care. Then she got Medicaid. And y'all know what happened after that. So to say that people are lazy and don't want to work and they just want to sit home and collect and live off of us, and these rich people they're living off of us and they don't want to work. But do they work? Do wealthy people work? I want to know, do wealthy people work? I know some people in the comments are going to have something to say, but do wealthy people work? Because last time I checked, they're always out on boats and golfing and Bali and doing all of these rich people things, and they're out on yachts and having Diddy parties and stuff. And while the rest of us, they want us to work until we like pass out, till our hearts can't take it no more, till our liver shrivels up and our kidneys fail. That's what they want us to do. They want us to work until we can't work. And they don't even want to give us a livable wage out here. And I know some people in the comments were saying that I need to get a job. But the thing is, these people are funny because, like, I have a job. I don't have any Medicaid or anything of Social Security, which I wish I did. If it was a way for me to get it, I would definitely get it. But the reality is, they say I make too much. Anybody who makes anything close to 100,000, you can forget about any of that. Forget about it. You won't get it. So the reality is, wealthy people, most of them inherited their wealth. 80% of wealthy people inherited their wealth from family, from generations and generations, centuries of people, slaving people and using slaves to build farms and to build, colonies and all of this stuff. But then they want to say, well, you should go out and work. I shouldn't have to pay for it. Why is it fair that I got to pay for it? How come I got to pay for these people? That's what they're on. And the thing is, while they're on that, everyone's missing what's happening in the background. The Epstein files. Where are the Epstein files? Where are the Epstein files? Please, someone tell me what Epstein files are. Because they said they would release them, but then they said they were going to protect them. Then they said it was important people names on the list that they couldn't release. And now they're saying there's no Epstein files at all. Funny thing is, Diddy went through his trial. The black guy, he went through his trial. For what it's worth, you could call him what you want to call him. He did have a fair trial. He went through his trial. He beat some of the charges, but he went through his trial. Meanwhile, our president is guilty and has 34 felonies, but he doesn't have to go to his trial because they had Epstein killed because he was going to start talking. And now everyone's asking for the files after this whole Diddy thing. And now the files are gone. MAGA, let me ask y'all a question. How do y'all feel about the files being gone? Didn't y'all say that Joe Biden, Obama, Bill Clinton was on the list? Isn't that what y'all said? But if they was on the list, why didn't they get rid of the files? Why did Joe Biden not get rid of files? Why did Bill Clinton not get rid of files? Oh, because Donald Trump was on the list. His name is all over it. He was good friends with him. So the reality is that's what's going on in this country. And the Epstein files went missing. So everyone should be outraged. And I'm going to say this. Where are the Epstein files? It gets real political.